Right. What's up, everyone? My name's Corny Phil. It's time for the final mission. So in this mission, we're allowed to deploy anybody, including people who are wounded. Thankfully, our bash squad is not wounded at all. We're sending in the full team. Heals, AP rounds, dragon rounds, all the explosives we can carry. Do we need all these spare grenades? Let's think. Proximity mines are good. Weapons, oh, we need to build that. And what the hell, we'll build the rest. I'm just debating whether or not I want some mine shields to make at least a couple of my guys immune to to mine control and stuff. What else could I bring? So my heavies, I just need you guys to have as many explosives as possible. The rest of you guys, like the snipers, you guys are so rarely in range to use your grenades. What else could you carry? Nanoscale vests make you more tanky. Let's start there. What else could we do, though? We can also put mine shields on our snipers. Mimic beacons are kind of cool, but they've been nerfed to the point where they're probably not usable. I should have tested out proximity mines to make sure I understand them. Put a couple mine shields in, so... Actually, there is one thing I need to do. Wait, let me go back. Build items. Back. Okay, it won't let me go back? Dang. I want to do more, I want to try to get another AP round. Well, we're committed at this point, so here goes nothing. More plot.
There. I've infused this material with the entirety of our viable elder DNA. We won't get another chance at this.
Final connection is set. Power levels adequate. One more look at the buffer.
Watch you go over this thing 50 times. Take a breath.
We're ready.
So yeah, they put me back in the suit.
Synthesis nearing completion.
Initiating network connection.
Except instead of being a...
Gate is primed and ready, sir.
Patch me through. All right, people. The world got its wake-up call. And now they know the truth. Advent is a lie. And their time is up. They've got a full-fledged war on their hands now. While the aliens struggle to contain our world, we're gonna make a move on theirs. It won't be easy. But you're used to that. You did what was needed.
Yeah.
Never gave up the fight. You are XCOM. You're gonna end this. Humanity is counting on us, people. Good luck, Commander.
Alright. So So yeah, so for the final mission, I get the full squad of 6 plus a 7th, which is the commander's avatar. If the commander's avatar dies, it's an instant game over. But side effect, the commander's avatar hits like a freight train and has a lot of health and is a phenomenal psychic. And this is one of the reasons that I've never felt particularly compelled to lean on the psychic things. Alright, so the volume's a little quiet. Basically, the ethereals are saying, like, you know, we're rebelling and doing all this stuff, and they still want peace with us. Yeah, they don't want war. Which is one of those things where you're just like, really? You know, you want so much peace that you're, you know, turning us into glue. Alright. So I've got the slight advantage of having played this mission before. So I kind of know where all the enemies are, or at least vaguely. So this is the commander's avatar. You can see plenty of health, no armor, but a couple of very strong psychic abilities. So, yeah. And his weapon tops out at 15 damage, which is one of the highest in the game, so we're just going to advance the squad. See, this is one of those times where having a lot of phantoms would be kind of nice, because I could advance without effort, but whatever. So guess what our first enemy is? If you guess sectopods, you're right. So this is one of the things I do like about this game, is kind of, this is a callback to the original, or to the first XCOM game, in that, like, the ethereals don't understand why we are fighting so hard. You know, in their mind, they're offering us this ascension, this opportunity to be greater. And yet, we, being humans, are like, you know, screw you, and, you know, all sorts of insanity. You know, like, basically, you know, they view what they're offering to us as a gift. You know, which has led a lot of people, I think, to speculate that there's parts of this story we don't know yet. I think the most common, one of the more common theories, which I actually kind of like and support, is that we're... Oh, did she trigger them? Nope, okay. Is that the aliens are running from something. Like, they're fighting something much bigger than us. And we were the answer to stopping this wasting sickness that's killing the ethereals. But, you know, so when we sit here and we, you know, defy them and, you know, deny their gifts and all this stuff, they're very confused, because from what they know, what they understand, you know, we're all gonna, I think it's basically like, we're all gonna die if, you know, if humanity doesn't basically save the ethereals. By the way, one of those codexes was executed. That is a great start to this mission. But yeah, so the ethereals have been using us as glue because they're trying to survive something so much worse than what is out there. More violence. Yep, you got it. More violence. That's what we're here for. Oh, shit. Oops. Advanced too far. Aggroed the sectopod. Alright. So we need to... Alright. Excuse me. Alright, so this is what Diane has been training for. This entire mission, or the whole reason I built her the way I built her, was to do this. Come on, Diane. Yes! Now, I would have liked to mind control it, but I will take the shutdown. No questions asked. Not having to deal with a sectopod while fighting all of its little buddies is, like, the definition of okay with me. Okay, can you get anywhere where you can actually shoot? What else we got? Slider. I mean, I kind of sort of want to get you into a position where you can kill something. No need on that. Alright, let's just... Wow, nice shot. That's fine. I mean, it's fine if you hit the armor. Wipe out this Andromedon. Okay. Too much to hope for. So, I was hoping to leave Reaper in stealth a lot longer, but I don't think that's going to be possible. And we have taken some low percentage shots here. Oh yeah, but he has a stock, so he does damage even if he misses. But yeah. So basically, I mean, the core story at this point is basically that we're... Yeah, okay, that's what we'll do. You know, the ethereals are all confused because we're, like, defying them so vehemently. Like, we're sitting here like, you know, their claim would be that we are, they are trying to help us. They're trying to save the, I guess you could say they're trying to save the world, and we're sitting here, in their mind, like, willing to destroy it all. It seems like fun. No, but I've got plenty to spare of that. No, that's not going to work. Actually, you know what? That's even better. We'll leave Moose and Phantom and go with pull Vasily out, because Vasily's going to be so far back anyway that he doesn't want to be closer. We'll trigger Serial here, because we're going to go and kill this guy. Now remember, this whole thing could be with that sectopod looming over me, but since Diane was able to successfully hack the sectopod, which again is like literally the only thing I trained her for, now she's done her job, and the rest of the squad's going to basically be fine. Yeah, and since we mind controlled that guy, funnily enough, the Andromedon is probably going to go after the mind-controlled guy, which is adorable. And this is why mind control can be awesome, is you can manipulate the AI to do stupid things. That's so stupid. I love it. I love it so much. Alright. Wait, the speaker survived? Well, you could offer to not turn me into goop or glue. I mean, I'm just saying. The big problem with Advent's marketing department here is that they, they're like, oh, well, why don't you guys want to be turned into glue? And we're like, well, we don't want to be turned into glue. That's what, that's what you do to, like, horses and shit. And we're like, and they're like, well, glue, though. And we're like, no, we don't want to be glue. And it's this giant argument, and both sides are confused, because both sides don't understand what the other side wants, and boom. And now we can use Moose as a scout. I mean, eventually we're going to have to pop Phantom on him, but... Or we're going to have to use his Phantom, but not immediately. Come to think of it, I probably just wasted a couple free reloads, which is probably not good. But whatever. But yeah, I mean, basically the rest of this mission from a storybook, like, we're going to get the story, but a lot of the story is just like, you know, the aliens continually, like, sitting here going, why do you guys keep fighting? What are you, like, you know... We're trying to save the world here, and you're sitting here, you know, raging against the machine, basically. You know, and that's the one thing I think, you know, kind of the plot would say the aliens never understood about humanity is, like, why we fight so hard. Yeah. 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 And if excuse me, hang on. And for those of you who haven't played the original game, all right, we'll let this guy speak. Yeah, so that's what I'm kind of that's what I was kind of referring to earlier. One of the issues the elders have with us is that from their point of view, they are running from something so awful that it annihilated their own planet, and they kind of drive the point that every other species we've encountered was forcibly assimilated by the Advent, and they weren't given a choice. They weren't, you know, incorporated. They were basically just like, you know, they weren't even, you know, it's not like they were turned into glue. They were basically just, you know, invaded and destroyed. Really, I can't even. All right, let's get. No, I don't want to use Moose. Let's just finish this thing off. Dodge shot, yeah. But yeah, they all turn glue, and if you... While we're not having plot here, when we... in the original game, when you go through this end mission, which is a similar kind of concept, the Elders point out that every species you fight during the game, which is most of the species that are in this game, were flawed in some way. The sectoids were psionically powerful, but physically weak. The Thin Men were loyal to, or the sectoids were psionically powerful, but physically weak, and their weakness made them cruel. Which made them not useful, basically. The people like the Thin Men were loyal to a fault, but were not psionically gifted in any way, shape, or form. And the list basically goes on that each alien you encountered was either physically too weak, or something was wrong with them, basically. And the elders basically kind of imply that there's a reason they're doing what they're doing. And in this game, it kind of implies that they're running from something, or they're fleeing something, so they have to do it. And the list goes on, like the Mutons, as an example. Extremely physically strong, no psionic gift, very loyal. And, then there's other aliens, and you get to the end, and you realize that humans are the perfect answer. We're psionically capable, we're psionically powerful, actually, but we're not cruel. We're loyal to a fault. And the reason we're so loyal is, in no small part, because we're, I think, it's kind of implied that part of the reason we're so loyal is because we're not weak. Since we don't have to fear our enemies, we basically, have the privilege. What's the phrase? Mercy is the privilege of the strong. And like things like that are the privilege of people who are not physically weak. So humans were this perfect species. Here we go. That's a rude wake-up call. So basically, in Enemy Unknown, it concludes with like, oh, humans were the perfect species. Why do you fight us? We want to elevate you to our level because we need you. In this one, they've kind of dispensed with that, and they're like, well, we need to have, we need humans as glue because your genetic material's so good. But I think what's probably more likely, or like what the actual explanation might be, is that humans are so mind-bogglingly defiant of their enemies that we can't be controlled. Which again is kind of what the end of Enemy Unknown suggests, is that when you win the game, the elders basically die, or the ones on Earth die, saying, "Why do you keep fighting us?" And nice. But yeah, so and I think what ends up, what ends up kind of coming out of it, at least the way I interpreted it, is that the aliens realized that they couldn't control humanity because humanity just, all the traits that made us this perfect species also made us, ridiculously difficult to control. Well, the answer the elders seem to have found is, well, let's just, make use of that let's make use of them without their permission, because that's about the only way we're going to get them. All right, and by the way, I need to stop with story time and focus on the mission here, because I'm in kind of a weird spot. Let's see if we can get the crit and put at least this one down. Nope. I don't want to use my blast bomb yet, but I might have to. What else do we got? Can you get somewhere useful? Not... I guess that's kind of useful. As long as this doesn't trigger another pod, this will be useful. Yeah, it doesn't trigger another pod. Let's put down one of the Mutons. Man, that's 2 misses. That's very bad. Well, you still have your explosives. Okay, I see what we're going to do. Alright, so Moose has got to come out of Phantom now. It's more important that I don't take a bunch of damage than it is that I keep him in cover. Yeah. Because the commander's mind control's back up. Oh, cool, we can grab the Andromedon. Okay. So we grab this Andromedon, which means that everything else is going to try to kill it. Because for whatever reason, the AI seems to think that mind-controlled enemies need to die first. And there's that superior stock coming into play. 3 damage for a miss is very nice. Man, this Mouton is dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodging. Jeez. Yep, that's everything. But yeah, the AI seems to be coded to not tolerate mind-controlled units. Which is very convenient because, okay. And Andromedons are great to mind control because they've got 4 armor. Good lord, this is going to be fun. Andromedon buddy, no! Whoa. Wait, so why didn't my Andromedon? Yeah. So even again, they're kind of, you know, talking about how we're their greatest weapon, we're their greatest creation. The commander is, like, you know, the perfect fusion of the alien and the elder, or the human. But whatever. Andromedon buddy's heavily wounded, so I'm just going to send him in to die to somewhere, probably. And I'm sorry if I'm a little bit disjointed in our mission here. I haven't actually been paying attention to how long we've been going. So, if at some point the video cuts... And actually, oh, I've been recording for almost 28 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to cut the video here, and we're going to have a part 2. Till then, I've been Corny Phil. Tune in for the second part.